to Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. This will be a pretty short video, just like to show what happens when you got two great players across from each other. We got Section here. I'd like to think of him as a character. He usually plays Cybern. Not really sure if it's character or not, but very similar. And here we got Ziguza, is actually believed better known as Igla. More like a flying kangaroo or somebody. So both extremely good players, of course. I'm not really sure if they realize how good they are, and that's what's gonna make this very different. What I mean is Section probably doesn't have as much respect for Ziguza as he deserves, and the same thing, Ziguza probably won't give Section the respect that he deserves. Also in the middle we got Supply Side Jesus. It's most likely T-Nuck here, and of course Paws, better known as Aflac. This is really one of the most classic middle battles. I don't know if we'll look at that actually. Don't want to make this too long. Setons get a little laggy. So you can see here Section going with standard build, going second air from the rock. He's got to get that island fast. And Igla here, Ziguza, still looks like it's fifth air from him. See engineers expanding, nothing too crazy. In the middle we got Flippa or Aflac rolling in with an engineer, very fast ACU. Supply Side Jesus coming in. And you can see here, are you a man of character? So that's most likely, yeah. So the Section has to be character, or a really big fan is really good. We got here Supply Side Jesus and the Duck. They're gonna get a lot of this mass. Really good competition. Get this sneaky engineer here from Aflac. Gets a little too close to Jesus and gets killed. You gotta be very careful what you do there. Here comes actually a bomber from Ziguza. We got a couple engineers here from character or Section, and looks like it was third air from Ziguza. He changed that up. He's sending a whole bunch of engineers to transport with 6 engineers. We also see there's plans for Section here. He's got multiple transports now ready to go. You see a scout from Ziguza. See, these engineers went for mass extractors and actually pretty vulnerable against this bomber. Takes out one engineer, very dangerous for Section. If this drop actually went to this island, this would have been a successful capture of the island from Ziguza. But he does something more interesting. He's going to drop off a single engineer next to all of these different mass extractors. So you can see at the same time Section here planning a drop on his opponent, but this drop from Ziguza is a little faster. You can see all these mass extractors getting captured. So if this is in fact character, he'll truly appreciate this. Actually, it looks like the last engineer won't get dropped off. So only 5 engineers, which means 5 brand new mass extractors for Ziguza, and here all the engineers are dead. So a very vulnerable island still between Section and Ziguza. But now, just about a minute later, after that great drop from Ziguza, Section is going to give his response. He's going to have a total of 18 engineers dropped off here, and they're going to start making point defenses. And this is definitely character. This is exactly the way he puts walls around his point defenses, and I'm really familiar with his point defenses. They're very devastating. And you can see one of those drops got taken out by the ACU, but the ACU got out of there, because this is not somewhere you want to find yourself on the opposite side of a whole bunch of point defenses. So he got out there, but he's got many T2 mass extractors that will be destroyed. So you can see back at Section's base, he still got basically got recovered all his engineers. Still got the island somewhat. It's got some mass extractors there, but somebody's got to get some engineering there. We see a big advantage here for Ziguza. He's already got Navy, Tech 1 Navy. Then I can see finally these point defenses are going to be destroyed. See counterpoint defenses, some artillery actually, Aflac helping out, but you can see all these T2 mass structures, 4 factories destroyed. And there goes the last 15 kill point defense, 16 kill gets destroyed. So a nice counter from these 2 players. That's most likely all we'll see from this one. We'll see more drops coming in, and Section and characters got to take this. It doesn't look like there's any drops planned from Ziguza. He still has their factory, but have much bigger problems. And during this time, character could probably think about making a navy. He's going straight T2, It's going to be a bad mistake with that Tech 1 Navy. And here it looks like supply side Jesus really dominating. We got Aflac with T2, and he's most likely going to get either the missile launcher. He's got the missile launcher, so he's really going to make it difficult for supply side Jesus here. Supply side got the gun and T2 engineering, and he's just rolling through superior force and a pretty nice bomber squadron here as well. But now we got Aflac here with 3 different upgrades, and it'll be very dangerous for supply side Jesus. He's got to get some tactical missile defense. We got Towsney here on a T2 transport flying directly through a whole bunch of interceptors, and he's not stopping. He's just going to keep going. That's pretty amazing. We got Towsney on a transport. He's going to get into the action. I want to keep recording this until it gets boring, but so far it's pretty good. We got He's going to go all the way. He came from the beach. Looks like he gave up the Navy. He went from the beach to the back, and this is a T3 engine. Oh, this is a T3 ACU. So we know that route is basically done at this point. Very inexcusable for a team to let a player go from the beach to the back play. We got to see how quickly he built T1 PDs, T2 PD, now shield, and it appears that we missed the duck get killed here by Jesus. So Jesus gets the first kill of the game. Supply side and big trouble now. It's a great combination. When you got character Towsney and T-Nuck on the same side, not really sure where Amnesia is, but it looks like he knows what he's doing. You got to get some good action here. Shield T2. Root doesn't even have Tech 2. Well, yeah, he's got a Tech 2 engine, Tech 3 engineer. Plenty of build capacity here, but he's got to worry about ASF, and we actually got bombers coming in, and that's how you destroy engineers when they're closely packed like that. You just want to smash them. It's a great work there from Towsney. Must have not really trusted his back player. Decided to make sure their team have air. Decided to do it himself. Here, Guza remaking these T2 mass extractors. Looks like he should be able to control Navy here, and actually retook the island. So far for the stop side, only Guza had any success. We now see T2 mass extract point defenses being built here by Root. A single shield, however, and this is going to be very dangerous for Root. He's going to lose those Tech 2 point defenses. Actually, those are doing a pretty good job, and also T2 bombers now from aim kill. And this is pretty crazy. I can't believe Towsney did not destroy those point defenses and get a new shield up, and he dies. So that's a very big turn in this game. We also see a massive drop plan here. Each one of those have actually these are T2. I don't even know how many arty that is, but that is a lot of arty. So perhaps you can call that an ACU nuke, maybe not. Chinook is going to take over the beach duties here, but yeah, sorry, supply side Jesus is going to walk on water. But at this point, we'll just watch this drop. I think that'll be the last part of the game. See what this much arty can do. That's a whole bunch. He's got to start moving it. He's going to take out the naval production. That's going to be a very nice move. The ACUs there is going to get a couple kills. T2 ACU is going to try to get some T2 point defense, some T2 bombers, a lot of T2 mass extractors. As you can see, T2 bombers doing a good job. There's a lot of T2 power here, so big loss there for aim kill. But these T2 bombers are really going to help him minimize his damage, although it is already pretty extensive. A couple mass extractors, some T2, and they're still rolling through, and he actually gets that T2 power and 3 T2 mass extractors. A nice drop. Another drop now coming in. This is another arty drop. Perhaps we'll make it past these cruisers, perhaps not. That was successful, nice, and let's see if these can do something against that Navy. And now a snipe attempt against Jesus. Got the Corsairs, Jesus dancing, able to survive. He's got to get in the water. That's where he's going to get safety, but unable to survive. And a very big turn of events. It really looked good for the bottom side team when Towsney went down here, but I can't believe with a T3 engineer actually getting beat. Unexcusable. Section and Amnesia are going to try to figure this out, and most likely top side will win. We know that Igla here has just been taking the whole time. Great economy. He's going to dominate Navy. Aim and kill is probably should be able to keep Navy. Not too much here from Amnesia. And hopefully people enjoy this.